Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Miami Sports Report. The first episode, actually. This is going to be where we talk about the Miami Heat and the Miami Dolphins. And obviously, with NFL Week 1 approaching, actually starting last night with the Eagles and Cowboys. That was a crazy game. Um, we're going to be talking about the Dolphins today as they're getting ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Hopefully, Dolphins can go out there and get a win to start Week 1. But we're going to be kind of doing a little breakdown here as we get closer to kickoff. So super excited that football is back. Like I said, first game happened last night. Absolutely crazy game between the Eagles and Cowboys. Cowboys put up a way bigger fight than I was expecting, but let me know what you guys think on the game from last night. But let's go ahead and dive into the Dolphins. So first thing I want to do is do an offensive preview. Um, I think that the offense is going to be a lot better this year, obviously, than last year. I mean, that's pretty easy to say. Saying is that, you know, we had backup quarterbacks for most of the season with Tua going down once again. And with the health that, Tua being healthy again, and Waddle was a little banged up last year, and I expect him to be more healthy. And even Tyreek Hill was dealing with his wrist injury. So I'm expecting a lot better of an offensive display here this season, especially in this Week 1 game against the Colts, because I don't think the Colts have a good enough defense to where they can truly stop us. So I'm really hoping to see big performances from guys like Hill and Waddle, and obviously Achan. I expect Tua to have a big game. So I really think that the offensive struggles that happened last year were because of injuries and lack of health. So I'm hoping that, with everyone coming back healthy, that the offense will be able to flow a lot better, kind of like how we saw from that 2023 season where they were electric and one of the best offenses ever, to be quite frank. So another rumor going around is the whole Tyreek Hill not being a captain situation. I think the media is kind of blowing it out of proportion a little bit. What Tyreek Hill did at the end of the season, saying he wanted to be gone and didn't want to be a part of the team anymore, that was wrong. And he did all his teammates dirty by doing that. And I think that he stated multiple times through training camp that he was in the wrong and he didn't mean what he said. And he's been working on, building a better relationship with teammates and players. And, we've heard Tua speak on it multiple times. So I really think that that's all water under the bridge, or at least I'm hoping so. And I really hope that, everyone is back to being cordial and ready to work together, ready to play together. So I really am not reading too much into all the Tyreek Hill drama that the media seems to always be highlighting. Another thing that the media did that I thought was pretty interesting was they came out with the first power rankings, and the Dolphins were ranked 26th. And they're behind teams like the Steelers and the Cowboys and all these other teams. And I don't know if this is the bias inside me, but I really think that that's not a fair rate. And I think that this Dolphins team should at least be in the top 15 to start this season. I get that they struggled last year and there was the whole drama situation. And, we lost a lot of guys on defense with Jalen Ramsey, and Cater Kohu getting hurt. But I don't think that we're going to be like 26th in the league bad. I really don't. I don't think we're going to be Super Bowl contenders. Don't get me wrong on that. But I really don't think that we're going to be as bad as I've seen a lot of media pages ranking us. So let me know down below what you guys think on some of these power rankings. I've seen one where we're ranked 26. I've seen one where we're even ranked 29th. So I think that's a little crazy, but maybe that's just me being biased. So I'd like to hear your guys' opinion below. Now I want to kind of go into the defense side of things. We did lose a lot of our secondary, with Jalen Ramsey being gone. We lost Javon Holland, Cater who is out for the season, which I was really looking forward to seeing him kind of have a chance at a breakout year, but we're going to have to wait to see that. But I will say this about this defense. This D-line that we have put together, the Dolphins have put together, it has potential to be a fantastic D-line and maybe even the best in football. If everyone stays healthy, we're looking at a line with Jalen Phillips, Bradley Chubb, Zach Sealer, Chop Robinson. I mean, that's fantastic. All those guys are really talented. Chop Robinson had a huge second half to his rookie season, so I'm really excited to see what he does. And like I said, that if they stay healthy, because I know Bradley Chubb's been banged up previous years. Jalen Phillips obviously has had some terrible injuries. If those guys can all stay healthy, I expect this D line to be one of the best in all of football. So I'm really excited to see what they do going into week one. And the big talk of town on the defense has been how bad the corners are. We're not going to be able to guard anything because we have no corners. But the signing of Rasul Douglas is huge. That gives us a somewhat capable cornerback one. Um, he's not like all pro, one of the best in the league, but he's serviceable and he can have some good moments. So that was huge to get him. And also Jack Jones from the Raiders, who's reportedly had a pretty good camp, is also expected to have an impact in this cornerback room. And also Storm Duck, who started out last season really well and then he got injured. So I'm excited to see what Storm Duck has to offer. Also a really cool name, by the way. But I don't think that this cornerback room is good, but I don't think it's as awful as everyone says it is. And then you look at the safeties and you got Minka, and then you got the guy we got from the Detroit Lions. His name's hard to pronounce. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but two really solid safeties. So I really think that between the amazing D line we have and the good safeties that we have, and then, a serviceable cornerbacks, I don't think the defense is going to be as bad as everyone's, panicking about. So I'm very interested to see what they do, if they can stop the run against Jonathan Taylor, if they can, stop Daniel Jones, who we know likes to scramble a lot. It's going to be a good test to start out week one. The Colts, they're not the best team. Let's just put it like that. So I do expect us to get a week one win, and I do expect it to not be close. If it is close, then I might be a little concerned. But I really think, like I said, the offense is going to break out and have a really good, I guess, nostalgic type of game, you could say. I expect them to look like how they did in 2023. I expect big games from Achane and Waddle and Hill and Tua. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a win in week one. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. What are your week one predictions for this Dolphins team? Do you think we're gonna win? Do you think we're gonna lose? What do you think the scores are gonna be? And I think I'm gonna leave it off with my bold score prediction. I think that this game will be, let's see here, 28-14 Dolphins. I think that we're gonna win by a good margin, and we're gonna have a good week one win, and that's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, this is just a really quick video. I just wanted to do a week one preview. I'm going to be doing another video after the game where I'm going to be doing more of a breakdown on the game. That'll be probably a little bit longer than this. This was just kind of a quick, update video and what I'm expecting going into week one. Super excited that football is back. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications to see all of our episodes on GM Sports Report. This last Wednesday, Mason and I did our full NFL season preview, which is for all teams. So make sure you guys go check that out. And yeah, this is pretty much going to wrap up this episode. Just a quick little preview, and excited to see what the Dolphins have in store for week one. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day, everybody.